Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Veda and this is The Simple Budget. Here on my channel I show you how my family is using the zero-based budgeting method in order to maintain a simplified financial life. If that sounds like content that you're interested in, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and join our little crew here. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. All right, well, hello everyone. I am back with you after what feels like an eternity for me because I pre-filmed a lot of the more recent, goodness, excuse me. I pre-filmed like the last 3 or 4 videos that you guys saw. I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, I had a family wedding to go to, my brother's wedding, and it was in Albuquerque, New Mexico, which was super fun. I have never, apart from visiting California, I have never been west of Texas. And prior to moving to Texas, I hadn't been west of the East Coast, really. I mean, we do have some family that lives in the Minnesota area, and we've been to Wisconsin, but prior to moving to Texas, I had never been off of the East Coast, really. So the topography and the weather and just everything in New Mexico was so different to what I'm used to, and I really enjoyed it. It's beautiful. I recognize that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's very brown in New Mexico, but the mountains were lovely, and I liked the change of scenery. I do appreciate some more green and moist air, but for going someplace different, it was really, really lovely. And my brother's wedding was beautiful. And he surprised me, believe it or not. This is just the kind of person he is. He's so kind and thoughtful. He surprised me by inviting one of my dad's oldest friends to the wedding. And I haven't seen him in probably 10 years because he was not able to make it to my dad's funeral. And we just bawled like babies when we saw each other. So it was just such a beautiful time. We had a really enjoyable visit. It was very busy because I did the charcuterie for the wedding, and I ended up doing a lot of the food prep in general, just because it was a sort of small family affair. And I didn't want that to be an undertaking that anybody else had to take up. And frankly, I like the way that I do things, and my mom was there too. And we sort of have a knack for this sort of stuff. We've both worked with caterers before, and so it ended up being more of a working wedding for us, and I was in the wedding. It was just crazy, but it was fun, and I got some new nieces and a new nephew out of the deal. So just a beautiful event, and I'm very excited for them and their future together. So anyways, I'm going to be a little bit chatty up front just because I haven't talked to you guys in forever. I want to mention to you guys, so I always get asked, not always, but oftentimes whenever I change my nail color, I get asked, oh, what color is that? You guys know my ride or die nail polish brand is Lights Lacquer. Oh, I haven't even gotten into the thick of the video yet, and I was already interrupted. I'm currently slow cooking some beef in my oven, and so my first timer went off so I could check the status of it before I decided whether or not to keep cooking it or to pull it. And the verdict is that I have to keep cooking it. Anyways, as I was saying, you guys know that my favorite nail polish brand is Lights Lacquer. And so this is actually, I've mentioned this before 1,000 times, but the abridged version of this is, she used to be, the owner of the brand is Kathleen Lights. She's a beauty vlogger. She's been around the beauty side of YouTube for a really long time. She decided to open up her own nail polish brand. That original one folded for a variety of different reasons, and she reopened one with her own funding because the first one was funded by investors. The second one has been funded by her. This color is called Dream Boy, and it's from her first brand. But I will say this to you. She just re-released some new or restocked some really popular colors. And if you have at all been paying attention to the like butter yellow trend that's happening right now, you should definitely go if it's in budget. I hate to create this environment where it's like, go spend your money. But if you're a fan of like a butter yellow, banana-y kind of color nail polish, she just restocked her color called Banana Split, which is like the perfect pastel-y banana yellow. And then she has a color very similar to this one. She actually released or restocked a couple of like really beautiful like lavender sort of colors, and then one that's very, very similar to this one. And so I will leave Lights Lacquer linked below. I don't get any kind of kickback. She doesn't even know that I exist. I just really stand by and love this nail polish brand. And especially in a community where we're talking about spending our money wisely, this is like one of those things where it's like, first of all, give yourself a manicure because it is cheaper than going and getting your nails done. And second of all, make sure that the nail polish that you're buying is good quality, because, you know, buy once, cry once kind of thing. Yeah, I will go ahead and leave this linked below for you because, in fact, I will leave the color that I feel like more closely resembles this one, but she has a banner at the top of the website right now. Like I literally placed an order today. So she has a banner that's like live that's talking about some popular restocked colors, and it's similar to this. It's not this one exactly. If I find a couple of dupes on her website, I'll link it for you. But anyways, that was a really long-winded explanation, but I haven't talked to you guys in forever, so I just wanted to do like a little mini catch-up. So anyways, we're going to be stuffing 715. This is, by the way, this is the second cash stuffing of March. Hold on, I can look at my cheat sheet here. Or April. Good grief. I'm doing great, guys. I'm doing great. Yes, this is the second cash stuffing of April. I usually do my cash stuffings on Mondays, but I wasn't here on Monday, so I did my little mini bill condensing video on Monday. So anyways, I am stuffing $715 today. I'll give this cash account, and then we will get into the stuffing. So here we go. 1, 2, 53, 50, 70, 90, 410, 430, 50, 70, 80, 90, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 6, something's not right. My 50's stuck together. There you go. Let's try this one more time. 1, 200, 50, 300, 50, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 700, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got there eventually. Took a little bit of a detour. Anyways, Albuquerque was lovely. I mean, my brother did caution us. He's like, well, it's kind of the car theft capital of the United States, so don't leave valuables in the car. But apart from that, and we went into Santa Fe too. We got to see that. That was really cute. It was just fun. It was fun to be in a completely different environment to what I'm usually used to. So we had a good time. Anyways, let's get started, shall we? Popping into high priority sinking funds and starting with groceries. Groceries is getting $300 today. We just need less groceries than usual. And so, because I have a freezer full of meat. So, don't need to do our usual weekly amount. If you are new around here, my grocery budget is always a topic of conversation because I think it's higher than your average. What I've started doing to mitigate the cost of groceries is going in and shopping for meat whenever I see it at a reduced price or on sale or discount or whatever, and then planning all of my meals around the discounted meat that I've purchased. And I feel like it's working out well. We're still in the test phases of this theory though. So We shall see. Anyways, and next up is taxes. You can see it's empty. We just had to write our Q1 check to the IRS. And so our tax fund has been depleted because we also paid the person who prepares our taxes for us for tax season. And it's going to be getting $10 this week. Also, speaking of taxes, I am still running my tax season sample sale. I have decided to extend it another week though. So originally it was going to end on Sunday, but I'm going to extend it for 2 weeks because I also, like, part of this was like, hey, you're getting a little bit of money back. Maybe if you want some budgeting supplies to like kick off your own personal budgeting, discipline, you can take advantage of some goodies in my shop during that. I do also, so I have a whole section of my Etsy shop that is listed as sample sale. All of those products, most of those products are 20% off. Some of them are 50% off. And then I also revamped my selection of Oops products as well. So that all kind of happened in conjunction with each other. And so I'm just going to extend my sale for another week so that it will give you guys another week to maybe take advantage of, like, maybe you didn't get your refund or whatever. So I decided to extend it another week. So it will go one more week than I said. Anyways, moving right along. Medical is up next, and it is, oh, you know what? Oh, no, it is. Okay, I was like, wait, there's no way I skipped it. It's getting $25 this week. And now in medical, we've got 100, 20, 35, 36, and 37. Put that in all cockeyed. Car expenses is up next, and it's going to be getting $15 this week. I don't know why I always do that. I do have some placeholders available in my sample sale section as well. So if you're in the market for that, they are 20% off. What did I say? Car expenses is getting 15. I can't be trusted to remember things. And now in car expenses, I've got 50, 70, 90, 100, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 113 plus the 500 that's in there, so 613. Somebody asked me in the comments if I would give the totals every now and then, including the money that we have in our high yield savings account. And I think that's a good idea because it kind of gives you guys a broader picture of what we have going on behind the scenes as well. Because sometimes you can't always see the number that I have on my placeholder if I'm like blocking it with cash. So I'm going to start doing that every now and then. Not every time I do a cash stuffing, but maybe like once or twice a month. Home maintenance is up next, and it's going to be getting $10 this week. And now in home maintenance, I've got 100, 50, 70, 80, and 90. So 190. All right, next step is household, and household is going to be getting $20 this week. Sorry about that. I thought we were being interrupted. We were not. So it's getting $20 this week, and now it has 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, and $44. Next up is toiletries. Toiletries is getting $15 this week. So a 10 and a 5. And now in toiletries, we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 65, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, and 90. Next up is clothes. Clothes is going to be getting $15 this week. Oops. So a 10 and a 5. The money from my kids' clothing sale still hasn't hit our checking account. So probably by the next stuffing though. Anyways, now in clothes, we've got 10, 15, 25, 30, 31, and 32. So that money is going to supplement this envelope. Finance coach is actually being skipped this week. But HOA is not. These categories toward the back of my high priority sinking funds are only stuffed once a month. So once they get their stuffing for the month, they are not stuffed again until the next month. But HOA is getting its monthly stuff today, and it's getting $17. So 10, 15, 16 and 17. And now in HOA, we've got 20, 40, 60, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, and 82. Oops. Whoopsies. All right. And yeah, union dues is also being skipped. So that's going to do it for high priority sinking funds. And next up, we've got low priority sinking funds. All right. Dine Out is only stuffed with side income these days, but haircuts is going to be getting $20 this week. And now in haircuts, we've got 100, 20, 40, 55, 65, 70. So 170. Home decor is also another one that is only stuffed with side income. It's kind of on a little bit of a hiatus right now. It just hasn't been getting stuffed. That's really the only way I can think to say it. Dates is going to be getting $10 this week. And now in dates, we've got 50, 100, 10, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. So we are building this one up quite nicely, actually. His is my husband's spending money. He's getting $10 this week. Most of his spending money goes towards his jujitsu training, which is not something we stuff for because it's an automatically deducted bill. So now in his spending, he's got 50, 100, 20, 31. All right, hers is my spending money, and I only stuffed this with the first stuffing of the month, so it's being skipped. Save Yo Money Ho is getting stuffed this week, though, and it's going to be getting, I know this is a weird number, 47. It's because it's getting its stuffing plus some money from, I think, a pair of pants that I sold. So 20, 45, 46, and 47. And now in Save Your Money, this, by the way, is for me to save my money to spend on wardrobe items that I want to add into my closet that are a little bit nicer in quality and cost a little bit more. And so that's why the encouragement to save my money. So now in Save Your Money Ho, I have 20, 40, 65, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, and 80. Pretty Hair funds my haircut. It's getting $8 this week. So 5, 6, 7, 8. And I basically, if you're new to my channel, these 3 envelopes, so hers, Save Yo Money Ho, and Pretty Hair, all come from my spending money every single month, and I decide how I'm going to allocate it. And so I just make sure that I have enough money set aside for my haircut, and then the rest of it I just kind of play with. So now in Pretty Hair, I've got 55, 56, 57, 58, and 59. Family Fun is next up. It's getting $10 this week. And now in Family Fun, we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100, 5, 6, and 7. And House Project is also on a stuffing hiatus right now because we are working really hard to put all of our extra money toward our emergency fund. And then after that, we will delve into the world of house projects. Because there's nothing significant that we could do with like little stuffings, and we can have a bigger impact by just having our by having our emergency fund fully funded and then shifting our financial focus over to other things. And so that's what we decided to do. Holiday Sinking Funds is up last for the day, and Gifts is up first. It's getting $10 this week. And now in Gifts, we've got 20, 40, 50, 1, and 2. Partay is up next. This helps us to, or this is money that we use for our kids' birthday parties and then just like any little like gatherings that we would have at our house. It's getting $10 this week as well. And now it's got 65. We are saving for our son's birthday party in August. So that'll be the next big event that we host. Our little holidays are only stuffed once a month. So Valentine's Day is being skipped, but Easter is getting $7. This is really for next Easter because Easter for this year is pretty much funded. So now on Easter, we've got 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Vacation is up next and it's getting $55. 55. We did use vacation money for the wedding, so I am going to have to like update my placeholders, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Now on vacation, we've got 50, 70, 95, 96. And like I said, I'm not really sure what we have left in our high yield savings account, so I will update the placeholders. So in the meantime, you're just going to get an envelope count. School Things is getting $10 this week, and it's got $120. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Halloween is being skipped. Again, little holidays. Thanksgiving is, it's also being skipped. There we go. And then Eat Dessert First is a new envelope that we still haven't sorted out the funding for, but we will. Christmas is getting 75. Oops, there we go. It's getting $75 this week. 50, 75. And now on Christmas, we have 1,000 in the bank and 150, 70, 95. Oops. All right, that was the beef again, and it's still not done. So did I count this? 150, 70, 95. So $1,195 saved for Christmas so far this year. It sneaks up on you, this one. Our pool category is the last one being stuffed for the day, and we do have 250 in the bank. We need a total of 375 saved for this. It's getting 16, 15, 16. So now in pool, we've got 250, 300, 20, 40, 55, 61. So the May stuffings, I think, will put us over what we need for the pool membership for the year. So that is exciting. It's due by June 1st. So we always make sure that it's fully funded by the end of May so that we can take care of that expense, which is wonderful. And then that's that. We just have I think $1 in the dollar savings challenge. I may amend how I do that because I don't even know if it's worth me squirreling away some extra dollars at this point because they were previously pulled from leftover grocery money, which frankly is just not a thing for us anymore. Inflation does not allow for leftover grocery money. So anyways, oh, that was loud. It's windy today. That's going to do it for me for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, I would love it so much if you would give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. I will be back here with you guys again on Friday with the weekly check-in. And for those of you who may be new, that is just the video where we unstuff some cash after reconciling our online purchases for my categories that we cash stuff for. So it's an important one because it's expense tracking. And if you can have the best plan in the world, but if you don't track your expenses, it's all for naught. And so it's also a fun video because we get to talk about what I've purchased the last week, and I tend to be a little bit chattier in those videos as well. So stay tuned for that one. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I will be here with you again on Friday. Bye, everyone.